Many of our friends here asking me how come I make so many Chinese Wing Chun YouTube in past 2 weeks and I only make one English Wing Chun YouTube. Well, I make this many Chinese Wing Chun YouTube because Chinese Wing Chun educations since the 1860, the approaching Wing Chun Red Book, until today is extremely screwed up now. The very basic has been missing. So thing has to be cleared up, rectified. And also the critics on Wing Chun by Xi Xiaodong need to be looking at seriously. So that's why I make so many YouTubes, try to restore whatever it is there. So I put it in Chinese because it is necessary for those who really want to study Wing Chun, know what is going on. Well, in the West, the same. Very screwed up. You can see that many researchers, so-called, they claim to be researchers. They themselves have no idea what is Wing Chun. But based on their self-righteousness, they think they know. Okay? They never really learn it. Even their ancestor, their lineage never have it. But they love to play this kind of thing just to make themselves like expert. And that type of action actually screwing up Wing Chun. Screwing up Wing Chuners. So, a few things I want to share with you today. Number one thing, just to be straight talk with you all. The Wing Chun 3 sets today doesn't work because it is missing a very fundamental teaching. Same with some lineage doesn't using this 3 sets, but they have this 20 style, 30 style, or whatever. Those never works because they missing the very fundamental. And this is also a part of what I share in the Chinese YouTube. So what is missing? It's missing momentum.
I found this on the web.
It's missing momentum. Yes. The bottom line of the Chinese culture in military and martial is momentum. So if you don't train momentum prior to your sets, you can know that all those sets or all those hand techniques you are using or training are just show business. It never works. It never works. So that's why Xi Xiaodong critics. So, but people do not asking a question. Why Xi Xiaodong critics this? Physically, in physics, is Xi Xiaodong proper? Is it correct? How is the ancient ancestor dealing with this? People don't ask. But oh, my lineage, my grandmaster say this and that. So what do you expect? And in the West, many will go study BJJ, Western boxing, and then they do their 小念頭尋橋標誌 as what they like, and then they go fight some competition, and they say, well, this is my Wing Chun. Well, sorry, there's not your Wing Chun. There's no Wing Chun there. So asking the question, what is the purpose of all this hand technique stuff and this three set stuff? Well, what does it give you? Are you thinking that anybody can stand there with the structure, be able to facing momentum towards them? Or internal, you can facing this? No. Xi Xiaodong in 2018 already shared with the world. It never works. Why? That Tai Chi guy, didn't he do the Zhan Zhuang structure and everything? And if you look at like the Ding Hao and so forth in Wing Chun, didn't they do the same thing? How can they collapse? So never believe in those things. In those structure, in those Zhan Zhuang, and never believe in those. The Chinese is talking about dynamic in momentum. As what I already shared, like in the Kung Fu 1560s, my book, I already shared what is exactly the Chinese base their martial on. You violate that, it will never work. Now the entire thing, it entirely screw up. It lead to one thing of missing. Very serious, one single item which they are missing, which I want to share with you. So in today's world, many people, East, West, like to talk big on their Qi Gong, like many love to talk about, they learn Mei Se Zhuang, learn Tai Chi, learn this thing. You know what? It's very simple to look into them and know they don't know nothing. Zero, period. Why? Let me share with the world. It doesn't matter what internal art, Mei Se Zhuang or the Tai Chi or whatever internal. The first thing you must develop is be able to call yourself back, or call your conscious back, or living in now. Now, this is not philosophy. If you want to be mindful, like people call their Wing Chun mindful Wing Chun, and then the internal guy call themselves internal Wing Chun, or this Wing Chun, that Wing Chun. It doesn't even need to be internal. Any martial arts, even is the momentum based, or even Western boxing, you need to be able to call yourself back, or else all bets off. Okay? And call yourself back is not you stand in that Xiu Lim Tao and put your total concentrations on your hand, and like you have to be really focused using your intent. No, it is not that. It is not that at all. Okay? If you practice Xiu Lim Tao that way, like you are so tense up and everything, or hand techniques or everything, you dead. So what is call yourself back? You need to train yourself. That is how the Buddha's teaching, Samatha, influenced Wing Chun. Of course, Samatha influenced Mei Se Zhuang, because Mei Se Zhuang is a Buddhist art which is mixed with or fused with Taoism. Shaolin art is a Buddhist art. So all this art have something we call Samatha. Okay? Samatha is the calmness training or calmness meditations. And that samatha, the first thing is to call yourself back. So you say, oh, Hendrik, so what is this? Now, this is not what you think. Call yourself back is not what you think. It's not philosophy. It's not go to the museum of the Fosan and all those garbage. It's very simple. Call yourself back is, for example, like you sit on your car and start driving. At that time, actually, you call yourself back. So when you drove out in the highway, you don't say, I want to be total concentration. Like Bruce Lee say in the movie, you know, you have emotional content. You don't. You can look at the you know, your front, where you go in the highway. You can see all the cars around you. But you know what? You do not have a mind which goes somewhere else. That is call yourself back. That is the beginning of mindfulness. Now, of course, everybody born really differently. It's not fair, right? Intrinsically, it's not fair. You can see that some people be able to call themselves back when they step on, they sit on their car seat and start driving. But you can see so many people get into accident. They don't see this, they don't see that, or their mind is somewhere else. That is because they will not be able to call themselves back. Now, even people who be able to call themselves back maybe a certain day due to something, they are thinking or all kinds of situations, emotional or something like that, they cannot call themselves back. And you know it's going to get into an accident or nearly get into an accident. We all have those kind of experience. So those are called recall yourself back. Mindfulness is deeper than that. So how is it in a martial art, in a momentum play, the ancient Chinese martial art, you need that? Sure. When we face off, what we need is we call ourselves back. It's not like emotional content like Bruce Lee said. I mean, that's wrong, okay? If you get into emotional content, you got problem. That's why the Shaolin Sword Strike Canon said no emotion, no hatred. So it is like when you sit on your car, start to driving. I mean, martial art will not kill you as fast as you sit on your car and in the highway driving 60 miles per hour and lost your mind, isn't it? So in the fight, you look at it, you are in that call yourself back state of physiology, and that's how you need to run the entire thing. You see thing, you aware thing. Okay? So if your Wing Chun 3 sets, your whatever Wing Chun never trained this to you, you don't know the momentum which is you need to develop. You don't know this call yourself back. Forget about it. People doing today's Bruce Lee's inch punch. Well, there's demonstrations. You stand there and then you just performing, doing one thing after 20 seconds of thinking. Do you have that time in your car when you're driving? Or you say this is the highway. Everything flow like water, be like water, my friend. No car is going to drive in the same way twice, okay? Just step on the car and you realize that. Now, I want to talk about internal. If you cannot call yourself back, how the hell will you be able to breathe? You can. Because your perturbed mind, disrupt mind is going to screw up your breathing. And how can you have this chi flying all over if you not be able to call yourself back? So usually when you practice real qigong, you need to learn how to call yourself back first. That is not even in the stage of be able to sing qi to dantian. If you want to sing qi to dantian, you need to get from the call yourself back to being effortlessly natural focus. Like you call yourself back, you are quiet down, you're aware of everything, but you are really be able to focus, yet not using any force at all, any effort at all. And at that point, your breathing have already tuned to a state, and your chi surface, and then you get there. Okay? So you call yourself back. So all those, your breathing, your mind is running properly, naturally, effortlessly, and then your mind and breathing, they become synchronized. And the mind breathing becomes synchronized. The chi surface, when the chi surface, you have that slight focus, effortless focus. You will not be able to know what it is unless you get into that stage. Once it happens, your chi flow down. Okay, the usual, really general, common thing is from your stomach area, from your meridians, for your Ren channel, right down to your dantian, the warmth. It's not make up, it's not I think. Like I usually tell people, if you want to practice Qigong that way, you better go to the watching the adult movie. Like you masturbate, like you watching the adult movie. You are not practice Qigong that way. What you do is, your mind run up to certain thing, grab certain thing, try to create some sensations. Exactly like you watching a adult movie and do a masturbations. You are trying to create something. You are draining it. And yet what I'm sharing with you of calling yourself back, calling your consciousness, awareness, your energy and everything back, to summon everything back, and your spirit back and everything. That is a different style. When you go watching a porno movie, your mind and body is not summoning it back. You just go fly all around and try to create something. Same thing when you practice martial arts. When you face off, you want to see his opening. Are you calling yourself back, or are you just having your entire things, oh, I want to do this, or all kinds of stuff? And if you are sick, you want to heal yourself. Like today, we all have this the blood pressure problem and everything, due to the society change, and due to every day we are on the 3C devices and everything. That thing caused by what? By actually you scattering yourself out, you not be able to call yourself back. And that's why the entire regulations, natural regulations, your body go out of control. go out of balance. So for the healing, same thing. The first thing is call yourself back. So you have to know this. If you want to learn Wing Chun properly, really it is a Wing Chun Kung Fu, you need to call yourself back. So in Zen, only you capable to call yourself back. You know that you don't want to cheat yourself, you don't want to cheat others, you don't want to get cheated. If you cannot call yourself back, what do you know anyway? So many friends, many Wing Chun brothers and sisters chat with me in the past few weeks in the Chinese. I just be straight with them and said, what is this? You couldn't even call yourself back. You don't know what it is, you never develop it. So can you call yourself back be developed? Sure. As what I tell you, I share with you, that is the first step of samatha. In Buddha's teaching, there's a samatha practice and vipassana practice. You need samatha before vipassana, meaning you need to call yourself back before you can aware. So this is what I'd like to share with you today.